Alexa, play Meant to Be.
Music, a voice is all you need. Get access to over 50 million songs. Download the Amazon Music app today.
Hey, look at you, all grown up and needing car insurance. You don't have to freak out if you got a driving record that's not so hot, or worry if you aren't sure exactly what you need. Able Insurance has your back. Pass up the national insurance companies where you're just another number and keep your auto insurance right here in Charlottesville. 979-0814 is the number. AbleInsurance.com is the site.
What up, though, Ballhawk Show.
Say it one more time.
What up, though, Ballhawk Show.
So you got, and I ain't got nothing up in front of me, what they got? Alabama 1, Clemson 2, Notre Dame 3, Oklahoma 4, right? Oklahoma was the fourth one. So that's the top 4 teams. And all I kept hearing people say was that Georgia should have got in, you know, because they play in the SEC. Everybody respects the SEC. SEC got this urban legend type of aura about them. Georgia plays Alabama very close. They match up well with them. So everybody wants to give Georgia a participation trophy, a sympathy vote to get back in. You see all these football aficionados. Basically, make a long story short, this is what it boils down to with the college football playoffs and a lot of these analysts. They got so much respect for the SEC is they build in a lot of excuses for them. Like real talk. They always say records don't mean anything. It's all about the eye test. But your mind can have your eyes playing tricks on you because you play favorites. You know what I'm saying? Because you want Georgia to, like, people don't want to see Alabama win another national championship. Can I just put it to you like that? These analysts don't want to see Alabama win again. It's just like the Patriots, just like Golden State. They don't want the same teams winning over and over and over. This is America. This is the one country where we tell you, be all you can be great, sustain that greatness. And when you sustain that greatness, you go from being loved to hated. And then they start to diss the competition you play in, and they start to nitpick and say, well, maybe the competition not that good because you're dominating a little too much. We see that with every athlete in every era. Once you revisit their career, you start to chip away at it. And that's what happened with Alabama. So that's why they want Georgia in the playoffs, right? Because they feel like Georgia is the one team. They've shown the past 2 times they played Bama that they could beat them, but they didn't finish. So they want to give Georgia a participation spot, saying Oklahoma don't deserve it because Oklahoma giving up this many points. Oklahoma lost to Texas in overtime. Cool. They played Texas again. Texas ain't even scored over 30 points. They righted the ship. Georgia, on the other hand, they got their ass whipped by 20 by LSU. Why are we having this discussion when they just lost again? You just lost. And y'all gonna still try to say we let you slide by getting dubbed. If you playing Madden, you had to give up the sticks. They only got to kick the extra point. You down by 20, give the sticks up. If you truly one of the best 4 teams, you don't lose 2 games. And if you lose 2 games, one of them games is not by 20 points. I'm sorry. That ain't rocking in the Petty Hawk voting system. No. You can't be one of the best getting your butt whooped by 20. No. It's not happening. I don't care what you're playing. Not happening. Ohio State is better than Oklahoma. How do we know this? This is why sports was invented to be handled on the field. How do we know that another team is better than another team and they don't never play each other? It's called a hypothetical, right? We can argue till we blue in the face. We could pull up statistics. We can say strength of schedule. We can say this team was ranked here. How did they lose? How did that? Hey, did Ohio State get drugged by somebody? Didn't they get drugged by somebody also? LA, did Ohio State get beat down by somebody this year too? Didn't they get drugged? Who Ohio State lose to this year? And what was the score? Because when we talk about top four, I don't got an issue with you losing, but it's how you lose. Let me look at their schedule right quick. Okay. They beat the hell out of Michigan. Who they get drugged by? Purdue. They got beat by 29. Yeah, get them out of here, coach. Get them out of here. Don't nobody say Ohio State. You can't be top four and you lost by 29 to Purdue. 49-20. Nah, son. Nah. Sorry. Y'all got beat by Dub. You ain't even in the discussion. You got to cut it. You lost by 29 and you better than another one lost team that righted they ship in the event. They like, don't get me wrong. Y'all still won y'all conference. You beat the hell out of Michigan. You beat Michigan State by 20. That's cool. I applaud y'all. But that's an ugly ass loss. 29? 29? You got dubbed and nobody was waiting next, and they just let you finish the game. I like I said, yes, you did good to Michigan. Yes, you look, but Purdue beat your ass. So I can't look. Petty Hawk, nah. Y'all got smacked by Purdue. I can't do it, man, over Oklahoma. I just can't. Oklahoma loss was to Texas in overtime, and they came back and beat them. And that's why they jumped y'all. I'm telling you, that's why it happened. If y'all didn't lose by 29 points to Purdue, if y'all lost like a touchdown, 6 points, y'all will be in over Oklahoma State. I mean, Oklahoma, not Oklahoma State. Oklahoma. Y'all would. But then again, what was Purdue's record? They won 7 games, right? Purdue ended up winning 7 games. Yeah, because they're going to a bowl game. They playing Auburn. Purdue beat Indiana. They lost to Wisconsin. They lost to Michigan State. They lost to Minnesota. See, that don't look good. They went after they beat y'all. They lost to Minnesota. I mean, they ain't even ranked. That, yeah, bro, that hurt y'all, man. Sorry. Let me see. Jamel want to come in and talk about his Vikings. Yeah, the Vikings, man. I don't know what to tell y'all, bro. I don't know what to tell the Vikings, man. Y'all just don't run the damn ball. That's what happens when you go out here and you sign Kirk Cousins to all this money. This is where the influence of society comes into play when you're a coach. Yes, you may pay or overpay at a position, but that don't mean you got to force the damn issue. Everybody knows Thielen and Diggs are your only weapons. Invest in running the football. You saw what happened to Aaron Rodgers. Everybody called Aaron Rodgers the damn GOAT, and he ain't going to the playoffs, and they fire his head coach. So LA said they give up 35 points a game. Look, man, I don't get caught up in that. At the end of the day, you just got to win, bro. I don't get caught up in how many points a team gave up. What's their record? That's all I look at, bro. See, that's what these analysts do, man. They only dog. At the end of the day, is about wins and losses and how you lose. Let's keep it a stat. Every loss is not the same. We all know this. Every win is not the same. If you barely beat a team, it's going to be different than when you smoke a team. Now, you smoked Michigan. You see how you went to we smoked Michigan, and you used that. Then you smoked Northwestern. Then you used that. But you got smoked by Purdue. So your deflection from that is, well, Oklahoma give up 30-something points a game, but they ain't never been smoked. You know what I'm saying? They ain't never been smoked. Nobody smoked their boots. Somebody smoked y'all boots. Somebody smoked Georgia boots. Ain't nobody smoked Bama boots. Ain't nobody smoked Clemson boots. Ain't nobody smoked Notre Dame boots. Ain't nobody smoked Oklahoma boots. Georgia got their boots smoked. Ohio State got their boots smoked. Who next? Who next? UCF should be over all of y'all because they ain't got their boots smoked in 2 seasons. And people keep saying they don't play nobody. Well, guess what? They play Auburn, smoke their boots. What they say? Well, they weren't motivated. Well, that ain't my fault. If you're going to let me punch you in your mouth and knock you out, that's on you. But I'm sorry, man. If your boots got smoked, you can't be talking about you better than another team that ain't never got their boots smoked unless y'all going to play each other. And unfortunately, it's not going to happen. I'm sorry, Ohio State. I love you guys. But Urban Meyer, his ass don't deserve. After what y'all went through, you knew y'all weren't going to get denied. That's another thing. Y'all really think they was going to let y'all in after that Urban Meyer debacle? Y'all really thought that was going to happen? Really? Y'all really thought they were going to let y'all in? Y'all? Him? Come on, man. Let's think about that also. JD, what's good with you? Think about that. You really think they're going to let Urban Meyer in? The committee? What? Man, look. Hey. No. Oklahoma has a chance to make it a game with Lincoln Riley, innovative offensive scheme if Bama doesn't bring an A-game defense. Let me tell y'all something about Alabama. Tell you, unless you play Alabama every year or you got some generational type talent, i.e. a Zeke Elliott, i.e. a Deshaun Watson, you're not going to beat them on this stage. Sorry. Ain't happening, Captain. You better have a generational talent on offense to beat Bama on this stage where my man get damn near a whole month and some change to prepare for you. We're talking about Nick Saban. What's UCF chances against LSU? They got their backup quarterback now. They'll still come out playing inspired. Here's the thing, LSU in a win-win. Meaning they win, they lose, they're going to say they didn't care, just like they did for Auburn. That's the thing about UCF. They're not going to get any love. And when they finally get these big teams on their schedule, it's going to be years down the road. They're not going to have the same type of teams. They're going to get their ass drugged because we've seen it all before. When they have a special team to compete versus these big teams, if y'all don't know how scheduling works, they're locked in years in advance. So you just can't schedule a big-time team just like that. And that's another thing that these analysts don't do. They do diligence of sharing with the viewers. Hey, man, yeah, their schedule might be weak compared to blase, blah, blase, blah. But give them what they want. Give them what they want, bro. If you put UCF in, they get their ass blown out in the first round, you ain't got to hear about them no more. Even they go undefeated, you can hold that against them. Because ain't that what we do? We always hold the past against teams, or we elevate teams because of the past. You can do the same thing. Until you let them in the front door, you're going to continue to see these other national championship parades because they beat LSU. They're going to say they beat back-to-back SEC schools in the bowl, and the SEC schools going to say, well, we ain't care about it. So it's crazy, man. Another thing you're going to see right now during bowl season, ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourself. A lot of these top flight athletes aren't going to play in the bowl game unless they're playing for a national championship. UVA's playing South Carolina. Their best receiver, Debo, he's not going to play. He's preparing himself for the draft. Before anybody say anything like you're leaving your teammates hanging, blah, this, blah, this. No. Stop it. He's a businessman. What is one bowl game going to do for him personally? I've seen players come back for the benefit of the team and ruin their careers with an injury. And then we're like, well, but he was a team player. What the hell does that damn gratitude and that great descriptive name do for them now that their career wasn't the same that if they would just sat out and got that allotted draft slot to where they are guaranteed this X amount of dollars? You won't look. Let me tell y'all something how athletes work. If you a starter and you not going to play no more, the team ain't mad because that other dude that's behind you happy as hell, and his homeboy is happy that you happy, and they like, yo, hey, I understand, but my homeboy here, he getting his reps in, we good. That's all I'm saying. So be prepared for athletes to not play in the bowl game. And before you start complaining, I'm going to go ahead and serve you. Just have Set the Hell Up juice on deck and serve yourself. You cannot complain when a college athlete understands the business of college sports and professional sports and understand and see what Jalen went through before he went to the Cowboys. Everybody can't bounce back like that dude. I seen him firsthand when Notre Dame came here and played UVA, and I was like, he's a pro. Point blank, period. Played in the bowl game, jacked his knee all up. Luckily, he done bounced back. It wouldn't have took him damn near 3 years to bounce back. Now you're gonna have some top picks play in the Senior Bowl, okay? You're gonna have some guys that won't play in the Senior Bowl. If you are a guaranteed first day player, they probably won't play in the Senior Bowl. They'll probably be advised behind closed doors not to play in the Senior Bowl. How amazing is that, right? So you'll have some guys that get demonized and say they need to play in their bowl game, but then they get to a Senior Bowl, and then they get advised by advisors. No, don't play in it now. You good. This type of stuff, you gotta pay attention, man. You gotta pay attention. You can't fault a young man or female for doing what's best for them. I tell people this all the time. They get pissed off at me. Education don't expire. Your athletic window does. I'm gonna say it one more time. Education, the opportunity to better get your education or better yourself or get a higher education, earn a degree. There's no expiration date on that. But it's damn sure expiration date on being a professional, especially if you're trying to become one. Yeah. So anytime somebody say, oh my God, stay in and get your grades, get your degree, need a fallback plan, you can go back to school. If you want to take a risk and go earn millions, you take that risk. When it comes to greatness, you have to assume the risk. You have to take risks. You understand what you're doing, and you could come back and get your degree. Now you got to pay for it on your own. You're talking to somebody who did that. I didn't finish. I went, took my chances, and in the middle of my playing career, I paid to finish my academics here at UVA. Yeah, I did it. You talking to somebody who did that. I came back and graduated in my mid-20s, damn near 30. I'm telling you, did it feel any different? No. I got my diploma. Yes, I had to pay for it myself. I'm investing in myself. At the end of the day, you're investing in yourself. So when people say, oh, it's free, well, I'm trying to invest in myself in this professional realm. We'll never see nobody that can be an author or somebody that lands in Hollywood. And we'll never hear nobody tell them, oh my God, you're leaving school early. You need to have a fallback plan. Those movies can wait. Man, shut up. Athletes are the only entity that they say, don't leave. Get your education. You know why? Because they're consumers, and consumers are selfish. They're paying for a product. You're a part of the product. They want the best product that can be had. You're a part of that. You allow that product to be the best to be had. So they want you to stay in school. Why does it seem like my communication messing up on this screen? Anyway, so with that being said, I'm a firm believer in education, but I also been through it all. I've seen it all. I've seen folks 40 years old come back and get their degree. I've seen people 45 get their master's, 50 years old get their doctorate degree. Have you ever seen somebody 40 years old and a damn rookie in the NFL? Have you ever seen somebody 45 try to be an all-pro, or 50 years old still playing, trying to master the sport of football, basketball, baseball? No. So who are we to say, hey, you need to stay in school? And you look at them and be like, why? Why I got to stay in school? I could come back, right? If I leave, is there a rule that say I can't further my education? They don't never want to talk about that. Always ask somebody, like, why you getting mad because this kid leaving early? Why? Is it envy? What is it? Congratulations to you, McMahon. But yeah, I just lost my train of thought, man. So you're going to see this with bowl season coming up. Guys aren't going to play. People are going to bitch just a little bit, because to me, when people bitch about things like that, I'm not taking a shot at them. I think it's part of envy that is truly not jealous, but yeah, a little jealous that they taking that risk. They are man enough to say, I'm gonna bet on myself, because a lot of folks don't want to bet on themselves. A lot of folks don't want to take that risk. A lot of folks want to see the result before they engage into whatever they're engaging in. A lot of folks aren't going to take a job or enter a training unless it shows at the end that if I finish this training, I'm gonna make XYZ dollars. If you say, hey, take this training, but you ain't guaranteed to make 60, you might make 30. I bet you that same dude gonna be like, well, let me go over here and take this job interview. We all want to see the light at the end of the tunnel. And these kids, even if they don't get drafted, at least they know, hey, I bet on myself. No regrets. Nah, man, I ain't heard from Cook, man. Holler at me, direct message, man, because I don't want to, put his info out there like that. Exactly, Chad. Jalen Smith. Ask Anthony Poindexter. My bro Anthony Poindexter came back 1998, NC State. Second to last game of the season. Tore every ligament in his knee. Still has a lucrative coaching job, but people wasn't able to see how special he was going to be on the NFL level. But he came back for us. You feel what I'm saying? He don't regret it, because everything happened for a reason. But if something moves you to tell you to leave early, you don't go against that spirit, man. You let that spirit lead you. Everything happened for a reason. We don't know these young men and women's story of why they leave school early. You feel what I'm saying? Like, some of them need that money ASAP. They want to make sure they could take this house that's about to go in foreclosure out of foreclosure. Get their mom out of debt right now. Provide some residual right now for their family. Right now. Because that's one thing that degree can't guarantee right now. Going to the league when you're projected to be a high choice, at least you can see that guarantee right now. Telling the kid who has 2 years left in college, stick around, get his education, they can't look that far. They don't see that far. They see right now. We like that. We see right now. That's why coaches get fired so quick. You can't see the rebuild. All you see is right now. There's no such thing as rebuilding a program anymore. If you rebuild a program, they like, yeah, we know it's going to take some years. But in the back of their head, they're like, man, they better start winning, or we're going to have to fire him too. Because then if they see you not rebuilding your program, but this other coach inherited a program and he's winning instantly, they're like, well, we should have took him. Not looking at the dynamics of the program and where they were and what players are coming in and what players are returning. That's why sports are so impatient now. We built that dynamic. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. So that's the college football talk right there. Now let's transition. Got a couple more minutes. We could transition to the NFL, right? The elephant in the room, Kareem Hunt. Will Kareem Hunt ever play football again? My answer is unequivocally absolutely. Why? You can't compare this situation to Ray Rice, in my opinion, and here's why. Ray Rice was the first. He was the first that we seen video footage of a man of his caliber knocking a female slam out, right? NFL wasn't prepared to handle this situation. Society wasn't prepared to give an individual that displayed these type of acts and behavior a second chance. So then you fast forward, Greg Hardy. Wasn't any video. You had pictures being painted in your mind about the guns and all this and that, but he got he got one more season with Jerry. Then he out of league, he MMA fighter. But then you got the likes of a Joe Mixon got caught on tape. Red shuttered that season, bounced back, rehabilitated his image, himself in the NFL. So that's why I feel like this young man would get even his teammate, Tyreek Hill. If you don't know about his story, would he kick his girlfriend in the stomach while she was pregnant? He did something vicious, but lo and behold, he's in the NFL. You got the kicker from the Giants. He admitted to putting his hand on his wife. He only got a couple games. What I'm saying now, you have policies in place to deal with assaults, because this isn't domestic violence. This was just assault. All right. Any way you want to put it, he pushed another dude into her. He kicked her in the butt. It don't matter. He put something that was from his body onto her body in an angry manner. I don't care if he just, hit her with one of them. He put her hands on her. That's assault. Police don't have to do anything. The NFL has to determine is it detrimental to the shield. It's detrimental to the shield. It is. Like my man Marvelous said, he's 23. He wasn't too violent, so I'm hopeful he does. But I know a couple guys who had charges not as public that did not make it back in, but he's really good. And that's another thing. I'm glad you said that, Marvelous. Does the talent outweigh the distraction? Right now, his talent outweighs his distraction. And also, here's another thing, Chad. I'm glad you said that. So Hunt lied about the situation. This is why I'm telling y'all the Ray Rice situation is totally different, and they wasn't prepared. Ray said all the truth. He explained everything. Everything. NFL won't prepare. NFL actually made a mistake because they knew the truth, still just gave him two, and then the videos were released later. And once everybody saw the video and they started catching all that vitriol from the fans, they try to shut Ray up and say, yo, we just going to suspend you indefinitely. And Ray was like, ho, Wody-san, back the lineup. I told you all this. How is this any different? You got me out here looking like I lied to y'all. At the end of the day, all the man has is his word. So once Ray said, damn it, I ain't paying the $5. That's when Ray couldn't play no more, because Ray went against his owner. Because they had a little cush job for Ray if he would have just kept quiet. I'm talking about Ray Rice. He might not play football again, but he would have been a part of that organization getting some bread. But Ray was like, nah, damn that. Y'all could go to hell with that. You know what I'm saying? But Kareem Hunt will play again. He would definitely play again. Now, the thing that's hurting Kareem Hunt is they won't levy the suspension until after this season. So he's going to be in the commissioner exempt list. I think you still get paid while you're on the exempt list. You think what's the boy from San Francisco that keep putting his hand on the shorty who keep lying, so we don't know what the truth is. So they both in the same boat. We just don't know. But I think Kareem Hunt would definitely play again. Now, here's another thing. JD just said a narrative that I think was created to absolve the NFL from being liars. Ray Rice wasn't washed up. Ray Rice had a down season. Ray Rice was just only 26 years old. You know what I'm saying? So Rice averaged 2,000 a year. Joe Flacco threw 20 picks and less than 20 touchdowns. The Ravens were bad, top to bottom. That offensive line was bad. But they created this narrative of saying Ray Rice was on a decline. He was washed. That's why he ain't getting. No, that ain't the point. Because they tried to do the same thing to Kaepernick. Y'all notice that? Kaepernick washed. No. Kaepernick was the first to take a knee. So if you the first, you're going to be the first dude we don't let back in. That's all that is, bro. That's all that is. Ray, to me, wasn't washed. He had a down season. We've seen guys. Case in point, Antonio Brown this year. Is Antonio Brown washed? Because he not having seasons like he usually had. Now, he'll still probably end up with 1,000 yards because, they're going to keep force feeding him. They got to throw the ball. But by Antonio Brown standards, if it wasn't for touchdown passes, we wouldn't know Antonio Brown was having a good season. He in the top 3 in touchdown catches, I believe, but Juju killing them in yards. But we got that respect for Antonio. We ain't going to say he washed. I just think the NFL built this narrative around the Ray Rice to protect themselves because they dropped the ball. They know that dude told them the truth. And then when the video came out, everybody got to see the visual. We know visual. We think differently once we see it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody can say, yo, homeboy, he knocked your homeboy out, blah, blah, blah. Oh, that's all right. Everybody lose fights. And then you see that your homeboy got knocked out. You probably get mad like, oh, dog, you ain't tell me you knocked him out like that, though. Not like that. And that's what happened with Ray. They was like, yeah, you said you hit her, but not like that, though. And then they was like, yeah, well, Ray wash. That dude won't wash, man. They was trying to make an example. Like I said, JD, this how you know that narrative they built for Ray Rice is powerful. Was everybody truly believe this dude was washed up? Once they said it. Dude had some, he ain't have his touches was down, his yards per carry was down. They had the 30th rushing offense that season. You know what I'm saying? Like we've seen backs have setbacks and then they come back and you be like, they back to normal. We thought like that's football, man. It's ebbs and flows. Like some guys can't be consistently good. Some guys take dips depending on the offensive coordinator, depending on who's on the offensive line. And the running back, you at the mercy of a lot of people. And we see that with the running back position. You at the mercy of a lot of people. Like I said, Ray was only 26. You not washed up by 26 years old. I'm sorry. Unless you had a bunch of injuries. Unless he had a bunch of injuries, which he didn't. If he washed up, what we going to think about Le'Veon Bell right now? Play a whole year. They entertain him. Well, because the last time we seen him, he was still good. That's what it is. So that's why people think Ray is washed up, because the last season you saw him, he didn't do that good. Same thing with Chad Johnson. Went to the pages. Oh, Chad Johnson washed. He can't play no more. Once you get that stigma, you done. T.O., you done. Word of mouth is powerful. Appreciate you, Dirton. But long story short, I think Kareem Hunt would get a second chance. Society is built to allow for a second chance in this type of situation. As the truth continues to be unraveled as far as what the young lady said to him, what happened, what took place, Kareem Hunt tried to get out in front of everything and just apologize for his actions. While I admire that, everything's about timing and everything is about perception. People, if you don't realize it's not about you apologizing, but how you apologize and how believable your apology is to folks, then you need to pay attention and stop just saying it's going to be different for me. The thing with Kareem Hunt was he wasn't prepared to go in front of that camera and talk to Josina. He wasn't prepared. Not in the least bit. Who was it, Josina, or was it anyway? He wasn't prepared, man. That's why people got PR teams. That's why you have written statements. You know what I'm saying? Exactly, Chad. Everything is about timing today. Everything is about timing, whether good or bad. You can hit the scene at the very appropriate time and blow up, or you could come around in the wrong era and your talent truly won't be appreciated until you're gone. And with Kareem Hunt, man, I think his team around him just wanted to put him out there a little too fast and they should be ashamed of themselves because he wasn't prepared for those questions. Because she did what she was supposed to do. As a journalist, as a person interviewing and wanting to get the answers the public wanted, she pressed them. And she absolutely did a phenomenal job of pressing them on those questions. Like, nah, dog, you just can't say you sorry. What happened? Like, tell us what, because at the end of the day, man, if you're going to come out and you're going to take accountability for your actions, you still got to paint the picture for the folks in order to receive that same sympathy. Period. You have to be able to articulate and explain the situation to where at the end of the day, it paints you as somebody who's showing remorse. Because we got a lot of apology experts out here. The Skip Baylesses, the Will Kane, all them are apology experts. They can look at somebody apologizing like that and just say, oh, he don't mean it. I don't know how they do it. I don't know where they got their degree from. I don't know who teaching the schools, but they got it because they always use it. You know, they take a deep breath. I don't believe him right here. You know what I'm saying? Like when Tiger Woods, when he went through it with his wife, ain't nobody care that Tiger Woods got hit in the eye with the golf club by his wife. Everybody's like, Tiger Woods, you cheating. That's it. You got to know out here and be like, hey, man, I know I was talking to Lisa and them, but goddamn, she just hit me in the eye. I ain't Ike Tina Gina. Like, come on, man. What about my feelings? What about my needs? You know? But Kareem Hunt, I think he get another shot. Oh, so Doug Williams got in trouble for what he said. And I ain't read his whole quote. But I guess he said it wasn't a big deal. And where he was coming from was he around dudes with money. And dudes with money get caught up in situations like Reuben Foster and them like all the time. Y'all just don't realize. The media don't share every situation from everybody. They know what person and what situation gonna sell. They're not gonna share with you every time a person with money put their hands on a female, because they know the world ain't gonna want to care about Joe Blow, just the president of this business that make money, but they don't know make money. They ain't gonna put him on the front line. TMZ ain't gonna cover him because everybody gonna like, I don't nobody care about him. I don't need buy their products. But if you with the hotness and you make a mistake, oh, you gonna be on the front. But that's all the media is, bro. It is. If y'all ain't realized that yet, man, it's all about who gonna drive the most clicks. That's it. What hurts Hunt is the video evidence. He just got to keep himself out of these type of situations. The other thing that's gonna hurt Hunt is he got another situation where he put his hands on a dude. He got in the fight, so another assault charge. So he may be out for like 12 games next season. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell y'all this. I'm not gonna let nobody mess up my money. I'll get in arguments on the Facebook. I'll get in arguments on Twitter. It's happened. But as I've gotten more and more visibility and understand my platform's getting elevating, I got to start ignoring some of these trolls because they miserable and they want to bring you down with them. With that being said, Kareem Hunt has to understand you're in a high-power offense. You're one of the best backs in the NFL. That girl could call you the N-word as much as she wants to. It holds no dominion over you. Her calling you the N-word holds no weight over you. You are far superior to her in your life than she is. If her people's got money, so be it. But that word should have no effect of you when you know you living your dream. I'm sorry. If you down in the dumps, yeah, you might respond like that. If you struggling, you just got fired, and the shorties call you the N-word, you might react like that because you can be like, damn it, I ain't got nothing else. But when you know you living your dream, no word should be able to get you to that point. Nobody. It shouldn't. It's easier said than done. What Ball Hawk will probably allow Petty Hawk to start talking for him and blaming on Petty Hawk, but that ain't gonna work. Because even when you try to expose these trolls on social media, I learned the hard way. Even when you try to expose these trolls on social media and you try to share what they said to you, somebody will still view that as you saying it. And they'll still try to come out to you. I know. It just happened to me. I did put some retweets out there. Somebody calling me a gay slur. And somebody swore up and down I said the F word to the dude that I said the retweet to. They said, once you retweet it, it's yours. Once I realized that's how these people operate in this world, you won't see me retweeting not a damn thing. You won't even see me engage. Do you know how many people I blocked after the Virginia Tech game? I blocked like 40 people within 5 minutes. My timeline was filled with people who had 5 followers or 3 followers or were just following 2. Like people making fake accounts just to come at me, calling me the N-word, everything. I just started to block. That's what he should have did to her, just blocked her. I'm out of here, shorty. First of all, you mad because I kicked you out because you underage, you drinking. Now I'm the N-word. I wanted the N-word a few minutes ago when you was in my room trying to get something to drink. Now, like I said, it's easier said than done. And I had a lot of time to process this information. But that's the way you got to go about it, man, when you live in your dream. When you live in your dream, nobody should knock you down, bro. They may bring you down to they little cubicle a little bit, but it shouldn't be nothing to where they end up getting big. Like she is way over him right now. Like this dude can't play football right now. Think about that. You got people saying, well, he should have just sent some women to go beat her up. Hell, man, you ever heard of Ray Caruth? You can't be sending nobody to beat up nobody. Are you serious? Is you dumb? Like Remy Martin said, is you dumb? Well, he should have sent some shorty. Hell no. Okay, so he sent 2 shorties over there to go bless her, and she get blessed. Now you gotta forever pay those 2 people that you sent to bless her to make sure they don't snitch on you, because you gonna be the one that go down. Because all 3 of them will corroborate to make sure they take you down. Then they ain't gonna take you to civil court and get more money out of you. Some of y'all gotta think, man. When you in high places, man, you just gotta fall back. 92.7, Chad. 92.7. Yeah, but I didn't understand how it worked, man. I got so many text messages, yo, that day that I was flaming that troll and I was retweeting, and people were telling me like, yo, you might want to take those tweets down. I'm like, man, it ain't me. I'm showing y'all what he's saying to me. They was like, man, they don't care about that. Somebody gonna screenshot and say you saying that. And within 2 minutes, I got an email and somebody was like, I can't believe that you're embarrassing UVA like this and you would say something like this. And they took a screenshot of all my retweets of me saying, look at what this dude's saying to me. He really think he getting up under my skin. They like, nah, you're saying, and I told him, I like, it was a retweet. The box is what that person's saying. Look, even their name and face is beside it. They're like, nope, you retweeted it as your words. That joint hurt me to my heart. Like, damn, I'm a disappointment because I retweeted what somebody was saying to me. Like, damn, you for real? And they basically gave me that look like, is you dumb? So I gave them that look like, all right, I'll show you what I can tell you. Don't entertain it no more. Yeah. Exactly, Chad. Sending people to murk somebody else, that's premeditated, bro. Yo. I don't think a lot of people understand, man. You better watch some damn Law and Order or something. Some Chicago PD or something. But all you can do is pray for Kareem Hunt, man, that he get help. Hell, they let Josh Gordon back in, but Josh Gordon had no videotape. That videotape, it's going to take a strong organization with a lot of winning ties to be able to withstand what he did. He's going to have to be very remorseful. And the public perception is going to have to be in his favor also. So, what else? Can we talk about Ben Roethlisberger, why he's the worst leader in the NFL? I really dislike Ben Roethlisberger because I feel like he just talk and blame everybody else, and he never holds himself accountable. I'm never an advocate of calling a teammate out in public. I always feel like that's behind closed doors. Even if you feel like it wasn't on you as a leader, you always have to put yourself out in front of the sword. But when Big Ben and them lost to Denver, and he tried to say AB should have ran this route, I've been telling him, that don't change the fact that he threw a pick to a lineman. And then he was talking about, I want to throw the ball to Juju and then James Washington. Like, it just amazed me how he's allowed so many passes of being one of the worst leaders we ever seen that's been very successful in this league. He's a terrible leader. He's terrible. It's just my opinion. I wouldn't want to be alongside him as a teammate. You're not gonna just call me out when you falling shorter than we are. You going 4 or 5 damn picks every time we turn around, and you keep saying, "Well, I'm a gunslinger," and then we got to stop that narrative too. You ain't no gunslinger if you throwing a bunch of picks. You a turnover machine. Brett Favre was a damn turnover machine. They kill me with these narratives. They give these certain quarterbacks this pass of being a gunslinger where he takes risks. Colin Cowherd, I don't care about interceptions. The hell you don't? As a defensive coordinator, if I pick you off 3 times, I've created 3 more extra possessions for my offense. You're going to help me keep my job. Talking about you don't see, that's what these armchair quarterbacks. I don't care about interceptions. The hell? The hell? Are you serious? You don't care about interceptions? Yo, show me a high caliber quarterback that behind closed door to tell you he really don't care about no. That's Mo Cheese Mo talking. I don't care about no interceptions, man. Well, we need not to start you no more. No more. No more. But Ben Roethlisberger, man. You gotta stop giving him passes, bro. He throw every coach under the bus. He hated Todd Haley. Then he went out and picked out they gave him his own guy, offensive coordinator. And then the first chance he got, I wish we would have thrown the ball to Sons. Like, okay, so you blame the offensive coordinator now? Because I'm pretty sure you can still throw to who you want to throw to. You threw a pick to a defensive lineman, fam. Hit that man right square in the hand. What was you throwing the ball to? If you know AB ran the wrong route, why are you still trying to throw to him anyway? That's what I don't understand, man. You know what I'm saying? That guns. I really dislike that narrative of calling a quarterback a gunslinger. I really dislike it. I do. That was created to help elevate Brett Favre. That's all. Because Brett Favre ass was throwing 20 interceptions here and there like it was nothing. Just throwing them hoes. That's all. Let me look up and see who the passing leaders in the NFL right now. See if Big Ben, if he got the most picks right now. I wouldn't be surprised if he did. Excuse me, I'm sorry for burping. Big Ben is leading the league in passing yards. Passes intercepted, Sam Darnold, 14. Ben Roethlisberger, 13. Ryan Fitzpatrick, 12. Andrew Luck, 12. So Big Ben got 13 intercepted passes. Patrick Mahomes got 41 touchdown passes. Big Ben he's still cold. He got 26. So 26 touchdowns to 13 interceptions. That's not a good ratio to me. What was that, 2-1? This ain't assist. Like, that's assist to turnovers. Like, for every 2 touchdowns you throw, you're gonna throw a pick. I mean, Mahomes got 41 and 10. Luck got 32 and 12. Drew Brees got 30 and 3. Russell Wilson, 29 and 5. Phillip Rivers, 28 and 6. Goff, 27 and 7. So Big Ben is the only quarterback that has between 25 and 30 touchdowns with double-digit interceptions. Everybody else, the most you got is 7. Well, Kirk Cousins got 9. He got 23 and 9. Aaron Rodgers, 21 and 1. Andy Dalton, 21 and 11. Matt Ryan, 25 and 5. So let's look at interception percentage. Ryan Fitzpatrick has the highest, 4.9. Sam Darnold, Jameis Winston, Josh Rosen, Josh Allen, Ryan Tannehill, Andy Dalton, Cam Newton, Mitch Trubisky, Baker Mayfield, Blake Bortles, Andrew Luck, and Big Ben, 2.5 together. That's the interception percentage. So notice all the names around off like backups, rookie, Jameis Winston, can't get right. Josh Rosen, rookie. Josh Allen, rookie. Ryan Tannehill, it is what it is. Andy Dalton, it is what it is. Cam Newton, the last 2 games, he's been stinking it up as far as turnovers. I mean, just the last game, I think Cam had like, 3 or 4 turnovers. But you get my drift. Majority of the time is rookies or guys who we don't see as accurate anyway. But they don't get no gunslinger. You ain't going to get Cam Newton no damn gunslinger title, are you? Hell no. Nobody going to get that man no gunslinger title. They give Andrew Luck that gunslinger title. Why? Because they like Andrew Luck. They call Andrew Luck a gunslinger. Oh, he's a gunslinger. Oh, man, don't worry about his picks. Andrew Luck, every year he's been a starter, he's been throwing a bunch of picks. But then again, they ain't got too many weapons, so it comes with the territory. But the last 2 years, this year and last year, Andrew Luck, he getting back to his boogie, though. I give him that. 31-13 last year, 32-12. So he already has more touchdowns than he had last year with 4 more games left. 2014, when he was on, 2014, he threw 40 in them janks. But just listen to the quarterbacks they call gunslingers out here. They said Andrew Luck ain't got the weapons. I know Andrew Luck got T.Y. Hilton, who is one of the better receivers. Let's look at see what weapons Andrew Luck got. You got something, man. That 32 touchdown passes. Shoot, somebody catching them hoes. You know what I'm saying? They may not be a star today, but they gonna be a star tomorrow. You got 32 touchdown passes. Somebody catching them janks. Somebody catching. Eric Ebron got 11 touchdown catches. Somebody catching them. T.Y. Hilton got 6. Ebron got 11. That's a tight. Oh my God. Eric Ebron out here killing. Ooh-wee. Boy. Yeah, he ain't got the household names. I know that's what you meant, though, JD. I know that's exactly what you meant. He don't got the household name, so he is gonna get elevated. Let me look at the Steelers right quick, man. Cause I was talking about AB earlier. I'm gonna see AB numbers right now. Let me see what my dog AB doing this year. How many touchdown catches he got now? AB got 12 touchdown catches right now, 1,028. So he coming on strong now. He coming on strong. Pause. He's coming on strong now. He less than 100 yards behind Juju now. He was way behind Juju in yards. So AB, salute to AB. That's what big time players do. They come on strong. Like I said, 12 touchdown catches. I think that's a career high for AB also. I remember everybody kept saying that was a knock on him when you was comparing AB and what's my dog name? Dez Bryant. They kept talking about touchdowns. Santonio Brown is right behind Odell Beckham in yards right now. Travis Kelce got 1,000 yards as a tight end already. Good grief. Mike Evans, number 3 in the NFL in yards for Tampa Bay, quiet as kept. We all know Tyreek Hill getting busy, Devontae Davis and Hopkins. So Antonio Brown still leading the NFL in touchdown catches with 12. Devontae Adams, Eric Ebron, and Tyreek Hill, all 3 have 11. And Calvin Ridley got 8 of them janks as a rookie right now for Atlanta. That's what the Cowboys should have took, but Amari Cooper out there balling. Hopkins, best wide receiver in the league. He's one of the best. Antonio Brown's the best receiver in the league, in my opinion. Antonio still may keep his all-pro streak going. He's the only receiver the past 4 years, I believe, or 3 years. 4 years to be first team all-pro. or be an all-pro, period. And with 12 touchdown catches, he definitely gonna be an all-pro. If he top 2 in receiving touchdowns, I don't see how they not gonna make him an all-pro just because of his name too. But Eric Ebron got 11 touchdown catches. He gonna be second team all-pro behind Travis Kelce, because Kelce got 9, and Kelce got 1,000 yards also. So that means Gronk not gonna be all-pro this year. Olsen not gonna be first team all-pro. Not gonna make all-pro. It's gonna be a lot of tight ends that we used to seeing. Not even gonna get a sniff. You said the league watered down, Ryan. I don't think the league watered down at all, man. I just think that the rules have changed, and you know, we gotta start evolving, man, the way we look at the game. No. I'm not downing him. I'm not downing the linebacker for Boise State. He tough. He tough. But Calvin really was right there too. I'm just saying, you know, pick your poison. That is a good thing y'all did take that linebacker from Boise State though, because Sean Lee gets injured a lot. So that has worked out. Who is LVE is balling? Who is LVE? Sorry if I ain't recognize the acronym, man. You know, sometimes I lose my train of thought. Got a couple more minutes, man. I'm gonna log off. Been on here an hour and 15. I ain't want this episode to be that long. I'm gonna start doing live call-in shows soon, man. My schedule is opening up more for me to do more live call-in shows on BlogTalk again. So what I want to do is become more visible on my Facebook Live page, get y'all used to tuning in at a certain time every day, and then get back to it, doing what we was doing last year and do the live call-in show. But, you know, the cutoff going to be like an hour, 15 minutes, because the consumers, you know, everybody got ADD and ADHD, so they can't pay attention for something longer than an hour and 30 minutes. I'm not Joe Budden, so I can't get away with having super long episodes. The QB spot is watered down. Ron, I mean, you know, that's a good point, but when you break down the quarterbacks, it's still over a handful of very good like good to very good quarterbacks. In my opinion. If you look at like the upper echelon of quarterbacks, so if you factor in this year of quarterback play, right? Just go off this year. You can say Patrick Mahomes, because he's having an exceptional season. Andrew Luck is back, playing very well. We see what Drew Brees is doing. He does it every year. Russell Wilson. Phillip Rivers is having a phenomenal year. Jared Goff. Cam Newton's having a good year into these past 3 weeks. He started turning the ball over. Tom Brady, still Tom Brady. Matt Ryan is still a very capable quarterback, and I understand wins and losses. You know, like you can't, like if you say Kirk Cousins is a good quarterback, people will say, well, Kirk Cousins teams don't beat plus 500 teams, so he isn't really a good quarterback. And sometimes, man, you just fall in line with that narrative. It's just like until you beat a team that's good, and you may beat a team and that's good, but it just underachieved. So on paper, it just say you didn't beat a 500 or better team when you played them. Or they'll say by the end of the season, they wasn't a 500 or better team. You know what I'm saying? So it's all just opinions at the end of the day. But the league is built for the quarterbacks. The rules are built for offense. So it's much easier to pass the ball versus back in the day when Troy Aikman. I always joke and say Troy Aikman was trash can juice and throw out his stats and this and that. But I also understand that you can maul a receiver and hold them all the way down the field, and your rating ain't gonna be as high, and you're gonna throw interceptions. So that's all tongue in cheek, man. Somebody say Troy Aikman is good, I'm gonna still serve him shut the hell up juice. I ain't gonna never admit to it, but you know, I respect this gangster. Don't get me wrong. Oh, LVE, okay. Man, I just call him the boy from Boise. Man, the boy from Boise. What I will tell you is this. Completion percentage, Drew Brees sitting at 75%, Kirk Cousins sitting at 70%. Then you got Phillip Rivers and Carson Wentz at 69.7, and then Cam Newton at 69.5. At the end of the day, that's still completing balls at a high rate. And if you go yards per pass attempt, Drew Brees is averaging 8.5 yards per pass attempt. And he's averaging 9.7 adjusted yards gained per attempt. Phillip Rivers is averaging 9 yards a pass attempt and still completing 69% of his passes. Andrew Luck, 6.9%. You got Ryan Fitzpatrick average 9.6 yards per pass attempt. That means he letting that mug go. Let me see who got the lowest. Who y'all want to guess got the lowest in the league? Josh Rosen, Josh Allen, Joe Flacco, then Alex Smith at 6.6. When last year, Alex led the NFL in yards per attempt. Oh, he was up there in the top 3 anyway. So these are your check down Charlies this year. Josh Allen, Josh Rosen, Joe Flacco. Those are your top 3. Matt Stafford averaging 7. That's 10th. Then you got Kirk Cousins, 7.1. Dak Prescott, 7.3. Baker Mayfield, 7.5. Yeah. So Deshaun Watson, 8.3. Deshaun Watson averaging 66% completion rate. He having a very good season. And they won again, 9th win. That's all they keep doing is winning. I need that same height. Hey, yo, Dak Prescott played a hell of a phenomenal game Thursday, man. I think it was like 24-28 on the big stage. He did everything that was asked of him. Drew Brees, y'all made him look very pedestrian. He threw a pick. He only threw 1 touchdown. He had under 150 yards passing. Dallas defense is Super Bowl ready. Like, they can lead you to a Super Bowl. Dallas has the team right now. And that's why, as I sit back and I look at that Amari Cooper trade, I come to the conclusion that Dallas understands their Super Bowl window. They understand that Dak Prescott's still on his rookie contract. So why not go out there and go get a receiver that can help him out, a receiver that can help Zeke out? And he's been showing that. You single coverage, you load that box up, we're going to kill you. Then Gallup started getting busy. Dallas has the team built to go to the big show. But it all comes down to play calling because the defense is playing top notch. What you have to do with Dallas is be efficient. What you did versus the Saints. What you did versus the Saints was game managing one-on-one. Averaged 3 to 4 yards on first downs to get in front of the sticks. Now when it's second and manageable, you can use some type of play action. You can take some type of shot because you have a third and manageable and you have that equalizer known as Zeke Elliott that if it's 4th and short, that's nothing. It's almost like playing against a spread option. Dallas is one of the few teams that can go for it on 4th down without hesitation, no matter where they at. If it's 4th and 1, 4th and 2, I trust getting the ball to 21. It's there for Dallas. I said that before the season started. If Dallas defense clicking and they call very good game plans for Dak to help out what he does well, they can go far. But as long as Gary and Linehan's right there, I'm always confident that they're going to pull a Stephen A. Smith and be an accident waiting to happen. But as long as they call very efficient offensive game plans, Dallas is going to be hard to beat. And that wasn't a fluke what they did in New Orleans. That's New Orleans always come to beat your head in. Period. They just ain't going to go out there and say this game don't count. Nah, they ain't built like that. Sean Payton and Drew Brees ain't built like that. They're just not going to let nobody just beat them just because. So JD said Dak got to start pushing the ball a little further to give Zeke some damn air. So if you're a Cowboy fan, you don't want Dak taking shots down the field. That's not his strength. Let me ask y'all this. How many times a game does Tom Brady truly throw the ball over 15 yards in the air? The fact that offense is proficient, running mesh routes, running angle routes, running, just single winging you and stuff. Nobody ever asks guys like that to throw down the field because you get the results you're looking for. And that's why in the game of football, we look at wins and losses, and it kind of have us just reaching for a reason why we're losing. And I just feel like with that, you got to let them play within themselves. Let them get into the receivers in those dead areas, that 12 to 15-yard window. That's his strong suit. He throws deep digs good. He throws the whole phase good. If you're trying to play some type of roll-up zone or if you're playing press, he could get out to the receiver quick on the back shoulder or right over the fingertips. That 12 to 15-yard dead area throws, those are his strengths. If you ask Dak to throw 18 yards in the air, that's when you ask for trouble. That's when you get the spaghetti-o. That's when you get it, in my opinion, of like trying to gain. Like, what would I do versus Dak? I would play a lot of two-man, and I would catch the receivers at like 5 to 6 yards. Shuffle, make you choose a side and trail you and have that safety over top. And see if you could put it in the window over that 12 to 14 yard. Can you fit it there? Because that's why I feel like Dak struggles at. Because, he like muscles it. But anytime teams try to roll one receiver and things like that, Dak does his thing, man. So, but I feel you, JD. I feel you, because the more you can push the ball field, the more guys take out the box and things like that. So I definitely understand where you're coming from, fam, and that's not a wrong assessment at all. And you're very knowledgeable of the game anyway. So, but yeah, man, let me go ahead and wrap this up, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe to the Ball Hawk Show on iTunes. And I started another YouTube channel. So search the Ball Hawk Show, subscribe to that. Some reason that joint got shut down, but I'm back. So I'll let y'all, man. Y'all be easy. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Petty Hawk shirts now available. STHUjuice.com. If you want your Petty Hawk shirts, STHUjuice.com, man. I'll holler at y'all. Salute.
I want the whole world spin my record. Cheryl, the hoodie styles, check game, stay free records. Oh, shorty girl fed to death and I'm massaging. Bad news even be massaging. I got a fitted head, I be massaging. Pinky rings on my finger, I'm massaging. I got a speedboat concert cause I massage. I coming through about a whole Econo Lodge. I be massaging. I be massaged. I'm coming through with Cadillacs and massaging. Yeah, boats I'm constantly massaging. I got GPS's, I be massaging. I catch croaker fish cause I'm massaging. I like a macaroni plate, I be massaging. Even oodles and noodles, I be massaging. Straight out the ghetto, cause I'm massaging. I got ice around my neck cause I'm massaging. Or even gold teeth, I'm massaging. A pinky ring iced out cause I'm massaging. I got $100 million, I be massaging. I got $10, I be massaging. I got $1,000, I be massaging. I got 22 cents and be massaging. I take a penny and be massaging. I tell shorty girl fat, I be massaging. Your big two, I be massaging. I be massaging, I be massaging. I got a GPS steering wheel massaging. Whole share road chain be massaging. I got a Uzi, I be massaging. I got a 12 gauge pump, I massage. I got 100,000, I massage. Ain't broke, I be massaging. I stay paid, I be massaging. I stay late, I be massaging. I hit the pool all night cause I'm massaging. She wanna come through loaded and massage. Whole team, we massage. Bad new party constantly massage. Ain't no joke, I be massaging. Even the bacon and eggs, I be massaging. Polo shirts, Chateau Adidas, I be massaging. I love you, sweetie cake. Spin my record, let me give you the game. On how to get rich. Take a penny and flip a penny. Then 40 billion. Why? I be massaging. What? Car steering wheel. I be massaging. The whole label of the State Free Records in the VA. Oh, we be massaging. Let's have a money shot.
Pros in the know start with Lowe's, because at Lowe's, pros can get the latest power tools from trusted brands. Right now, you can buy the new Bosch Core 18-volt 2-tool combo kit for $229 and get one of 3 select cordless Bear tools free, worth up to $199. Plus, you can save time by ordering online and picking up in-store. Stop by the Pro Desk or visit Lowe'sForPros.com for details. So, Pro, now that you know, start with Lowe's. Offer valid through 1/30/2019 while supplies last. U.S. only.